Are you working in Agile? Or are you moving to Agile from your traditional ways of working? And you are wondering why we estimate in Agile using story points. Why we can't use simple estimation methods like estimating in days or in cost or in dollars. If you are wondering and if you want to understand that better, this video is for you. I am Moise and this is Moise Live. Today I'll try to explain in a very simple terms how and why we estimate using story points. And to make this video very simple and like a conversation between you and me, I would like to do it in a very standard form of using a kind of a blackboard to estimate this so that I can have a conversation, I can have a simple talk with you. Yeah. And so I didn't want to script this like other videos because that dilutes the power of conversation which I would like to have with you. So if you like this pattern or this style of videos, please share your comments and share the topics which you want to cover. So I'll do that along with you. Okay. So first thing first, let me put a very simple example how estimation happens in a standard setup. Yeah. So for example, let me just draw a quick a tabular form. Yeah, we got a job and the job in hand is to paint our house. As a customer, I want to paint my house. I call a painter and painter comes to us and try to tell us about the plan. How much is the estimate to paint the house? Okay, and the painter analyze the house, check the house, and try to tell me based on the analysis that it will take 3 days to paint my house. Okay. Now the actual job was done. He finished the job, and he took 4 days to paint my house, and assume that I was paying him by days. What do you think as a customer? What was my reaction? All right. As a customer, obviously, I was not really happy with that. Now the same painter went to another house of my friend and he wanted to paint his house. So as a customer, paint her house. The same person goes there with his knowledge and understanding what he faced with me. He analyzed the house. We are living in the same building, same house, same type of house. Yeah. He estimate 5 days. And actually he do his job in 4 days time. Obviously my friend is very happy with him because he completed his job faster than what he committed. And he recommended this painter to every other friend of his because he's an excellent painter, guys. Go and grab him. He's very busy. Yeah. This is what happens in the actual world. Now what Agile says, now if you put the same scenario in a workspace, okay, where you have different jobs and multiple teams working on it, yeah. I just want to make it look at least standard and straight line. All right, so I'm using notability by the way, and I'll talk about that sometime later. So job, team 1, team 2. In your workspace, there are 2 teams, and in the beginning they start working in a traditional environment and they got a job in hand. As happened with the painter, the plan and the actual. The plan was 3 days. Both the team planned for 3 days. Team 1 did it in 2 days. Team 2 could only do it in 4 days. Obviously, the manager of team 1 is really happy, and the manager of team 2 is not really. Standard setup. Yeah. Now, team 2 had a tough time with the manager convincing him about why they took more time and what were the kind of delays and who was to be blamed and what went wrong, and so all the blame game happened actually. Yeah, we got another job later part. it looked very similar to the previous job. Team 1 wanted to estimate actually 3 days, but the manager says, no guys, you did the same job earlier faster than today, so why 3 days? You should do it fast now, you are experts. So they estimated in 2 days. All right, and they finished in 2 days. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. As expected. Team 2, now because they couldn't do it, the manager of the team pushed them and put a buffer to the customer and said, guys, just not to look bad in front of the customer, the manager committed to the customer 4 days. Or rather, if he's an intelligent manager, maybe 5 days. Yeah. And then the team did in 4 days. Customer is happy, smiley. Though customer might be feeling why these people are taking so much time, but probably they didn't have any better options, so they're happy eventually. What Agile says that by changing the estimation or keeping estimation as the measure of performance is what results into people adding buffers to the work, bloating up the estimate, because if you estimate wrong and if you need more time, you are seen as failures. So Agile started thinking about a singular number or a method by which we estimate without getting into days or cost. That is where the concept of story point came into play. Yeah. So just a quick one. In the story point, this is just a repeat from the previous class or previous session which we had, where we talked about estimation. We use story points. Okay, so these are the story points available, and this is called Fibonacci series. Please have a look at the video. Yeah, it's a modified Fibonacci which people use, and you estimate using that. Yeah, so today we'll use this as an example, and now let me share how we'll do. So we got job 1. Okay, as a team they started estimation. Let me just draw a few lines so that it's easy for us to work. All right, so they estimated 3 points. All right, they finished in 2 days. Team 2 also estimated in 3 points, and they finished in 4 days. We start from the same point. Now when they got a new job, job 2, they relatively compare. We compare job 1 and job 2 and see whether job 2 is bigger than job 1 or not. And if the job 2 is similar to job 1, we estimate the same point. Now, the reason why we are doing this, that team 2 is not performing well, because when they compare jobs across the team, we realize that with 3 points, why these people are taking more time. Okay. So now the manager cannot go and increase the job to 5 points because this job is very similar to the previous one. Your customer will talk in story points now on singular number and say, guys, these 2 jobs looks very similar. Why we are taking 5 points instead of 3 points? So you'll be pushed to use the similar number. Now the only option left with the team is to check with team 1 and try to understand why they were able to do things faster. So John, tell me, how come you are able to do things so fast? We are trying, we are struggling, we face a lot of problems every time we take up a job like this. What do you do differently? And then John gives the ideas or the reason why they do, how they work collaboratively, or are they using any automated tool, or are they doing some checks and balances in the beginning so that they don't face problem in the end. They share all their learnings. Once team 2 start learning that, they now start improving. Okay, they may not reach 2 days, excuse me, but maybe they will reach to 3 days now. And now your customer, as well as your business, as well as your manager, all are happy. It's a win-win, because we are improving in real sense. We are not increasing just our estimate, but we are increasing our efficiency to work better. And this gives this intrinsic motivation to team, and they try to improve further. They learn more techniques they work much better. So slowly their 3 point stories are taking lesser days than earlier. This is what we mean by real velocity of an agile team. So because we are using story points and we can compare jobs, the improvement or the performance measure now is only on velocity and how much work you deliver to your customer, how much value you deliver to your customer. And now the mindset has shift or will shift from talking in days and delivering in days versus talking in relative sense and delivering to the best of our abilities, so that it gives better value to a customer in a lesser time and lesser cost. So this is basically the basic fundamental of why we estimate in story parts. I hope you like this video, and please share your comment, please like, subscribe, and moreover comment on how you like this, because I really need your inputs to understand how to work better, how can I share something which is valuable to you as well. Yeah, so thank you very much, have a nice time, and see you next time in the next video.